dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News at 11.
Good Friday evening. I'm Steve Hensley. The first high school football game of the season is always an exciting time across Kentucky. But in Breathitt County tonight, it meant so much more. 3 weeks ago, they were not so sure they would even have a season. Chad Hedrick joins us from Breathitt County with
In small eastern Kentucky towns, communities wait all week for those Friday night lights to come on. Here in Breathitt County, these lights were shining bright on a community that has seen so much darkness. The first time stepping on the field and hearing the crowd. Our feelings the Breathitt County Bobcats didn't know if they would experience this year after the floods ruined their facilities.
We would be up to water in our necks right now, and all of the equipment, the trophies, everything that these players need to get through, all of their helmets, everything covered in mud. The
team, like many in Breathitt County, has suffered tremendous losses from the floods. Not having a season was ever an option.
We have players that don't have homes, we have players that don't have vehicles, ways to get around. So this is a way for just for a little while to say, you know, we're going back to normal.
The field is still muddy in places and some parts are not really usable, but it doesn't matter. This game, this season, are both happening.
We really wanted to get this game ready. There was some question a couple weeks ago if we could pull this off, because when we first started, we had a little bit of doubt if we could pull it off. But as every day progressed, we thought, well, we think we could do this for the kids and the community.
For a few moments, you're just involved in that. You don't have to think about the world and the mud and the smell and you know, all those other things.
A moment to take a breath and celebrate the touchdowns.
Just be good to see our community come together. Just to be able to socialize and talk to some people that maybe we've not got to check on or see.
And certainly a victory for this team, this school, and this community. Of course, there are reminders still of the floods just a few weeks ago, but the best reminder of all is how strong this community is. In Breathitt County, Chad Hedrick, WKYT.
Chad, thank you. You can watch highlights from tonight's game just a little bit later during the season premiere of the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime. A family in Breathitt County is thankful to be alive after their home was swept away in the flood 3 weeks ago. The Fugate family lives in the River Caney area and were woken up by a phone call from Bridget Fugate's mother telling them to leave their home. Within minutes, water was up to her waist as she and her husband and 2 children treaded through water to safety. But her other son in the house next door was trapped with his wife and 3-year-old child. Bridget watched her double-wide wash away as her family was stranded.
He kindly pitched that child to my husband, and we brought him up here, and then my husband went back and, you know, got Martin and Whitney out.
Bridget says her sister-in-law next door was swept away and killed in the flood. Her other neighbor is one of the 2 still missing. She still hasn't found her trailer. Mick Crawford's mother says his family has spent the last 2 weeks in a daze. The 18-year-old died suddenly after having a medical episode while helping to clean up from the floods. His community gathered tonight on the field he played to celebrate the life he lived, sharing stories of Mick's faith and heart, which they say is the perfect way to remember who he was. His mother asked those in attendance to remember his life through how they lived theirs, asking themselves, what would Mick do? Pastor Dylan Combs says seeing so many people pour out for a vigil in his memory was only fitting as he encouraged them to mimic Mick.
I think it's so important to honor Mick and the life he lived and serving other people. You know, it's hard to lose somebody at such a young age, but the way he went out serving other people, and I think he'd also want this night to be about honoring all those who lost their life during this tragedy.
Mick was able to serve even after his death. His mother shared tonight that his organs were donated to keep his legacy of giving alive. A new FEMA Mobile Disaster Recovery Center is coming to Whitley County. The center will be open from August 21st through the 23rd. The center will later reopen from September 2nd through September 4th. It will be located at the Whitley County Home Health Agency. The address is 368 Penny Lane in Williamsburg. Hours are 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Sunday. We have an update tonight from the Foundation for Appalachian Kentucky on flood relief efforts. The organization says it's been able to give out more than $671,000 in grants so far to support families, nonprofits, small businesses, and family farms. Spokespeople say they've been able to help thousands of families thanks to the generosity of donors. During the next couple of months, there are expected to be about 40 new jobs in Harlan County thanks to 2 new businesses opening up. One is the Harlan County Beer Company, which is expected to open up in the next couple of weeks, and the other is the Smart Start Early Learning Academy.
That'll be probably about 40 jobs that'll be coming here to Harlan within the next couple of months. And so that's huge, you know, really moving out of the pandemic. You know, a lot of people have been laid off or, you know, their jobs have gone away. And so I think this will be huge for people who are looking for employment opportunities.
The Harlan County Beer Company is taking job applications until August 21st. We have more on our website at WYMT.com. A Floyd County mining company was indicted in federal court for allegedly falsifying dust samples earlier this week. In the indictment, employees of Black Diamond Coal LLC were accused of knowingly making and certifying false claims. In October 2020, the indictment says employees were found to be using a dust sampler on the surface of the mine in cleaner air rather than underground. Wes Addington, director of the Appalachian Citizens Law Center in Whitesburg, says this type of case is more common than you might think, and any mining company found to be lying about dust samples deserves to be prosecuted.
And on this football Friday night, flooding has become a story in parts of the mountains. Let's go to the southern part of the viewing area, where we do have a few scattered showers and storms across portions of Knox and Whitley County, but the big show has been so far in Bell County, northern Bell County, where a flash flood warning continues until 12:15 in the morning. Here's the flash flood warning. You see what happened over the last 5 hours, really 4 hours. Thunderstorms developed just north of 119 along Kentucky 221 there east of Pineville in parts of Bell County. We have some video of some of that flooding on our social media pages at Evan WYMT for me, but it's on our social media, our Twitter feed as well. You see what happened there. Those storms just blew up, moved right over the same area for several hours. That's where we have several reports of flooding near Stony Fork, near Miracle there. We had water over the road there along 221 and US 119. Radar estimated more than 5 inches of rain in this area. You see this right here, 5.2 inches of rain, and Kentucky 221, by the way, runs right through here. So a lot of rain in a short period of time. Thankfully, the rain is moving out, but the possibility for more showers and storms will be there as we head into the weekend. You see this stationary boundary settling into the region. That's what's going to be a kind of track for showers and storms as we head over the next 24 to 48 hours. So timing it out on future view, showers will diminish tonight, but we're not done yet. Clouds to start tomorrow. More showers and storms develop in the afternoon and evening hours. We'll have to watch these for heavy rain and gusty winds as well as these move through the region. We'll calm down a little Saturday night, but we're right back to it as we head into the Sunday morning time frame, already seeing showers and storms developing. And then we watch a frontal boundary head in our direction Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening. Showers and storms in abundance. We'll have to keep an eye on these. This is associated with a low pressure system from the Plains states, already causing severe weather up in places like Iowa and Missouri, and we'll have to keep an eye on it. In fact, we're giving you the first alert, a marginal risk, the level 1 threat for severe weather as we head into our Sunday afternoon and our Sunday evening, something we have to watch very closely. That Community Trust Bank 7-day forecast, we do see improvement. We go from the 80s into the upper 80s, and we dry out as we head into next week, but those showers linger into Monday, and same thing on Tuesday before we calm things down in the middle and end of next week. Steve?
Evan, thank you, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. John Lowe and Courtney Lane Brewer will have highlights and scores from the first night of high school football next on the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime. Have a great weekend.
YMT Weather, sponsored by Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust.